Some people are only loved when they are useful, and the terrifying part is most of them never realize it, because at first being needed feels beautiful. People call you first, trust you, depend on you, confide in you. You become the reliable one, the strong one, the person who always knows what to do. And slowly, without noticing, your entire identity begins to revolve around carrying other people. That's the loneliness nobody talks about. Not being abandoned, being emotionally consumed. Because the more people depend on you, the less anyone asks if you're okay. And maybe that's why characters like Batman feel so human. Not because he's powerful, but because he's exhausted. Every night, Gotham needs him again. Another crime, another emergency, another people screaming for help. And no matter how broken he feels, he still puts the suit on. Because somewhere along the way, Bruce stopped believing he was allowed to be human. That's what responsibility does when it goes too far. Batman is one of the loneliest characters ever created. Not because nobody is around him, but because everyone needs something from him. Gotham needs a protector. The police need a symbol. The innocent need hope. And Bruce Wayne disappears underneath all of it. That's what makes Batman terrifyingly human, because some people spend so long becoming what everyone else needs. They forget who they are. They forget who they were before the mask. And maybe that's why Batman never really sleeps. Not physically, emotionally. There is always another emergency, another criminal, another disaster waiting in the dark. The city consumes him endlessly. And the tragic part is Gotham doesn't just need Batman, it creates Batman. Every crime, every broken family, every act of violence reinforces the same belief inside Bruce Wayne. If I stop, everything falls apart. That belief slowly becomes psychological imprisonment, because once someone believes the world depends on them, rest starts feeling like guilt. You can see this everywhere in Batman's stories. The isolation, the paranoia, the inability to trust people fully. That's the kind of loneliness nobody talks about. The loneliness of becoming emotionally untouchable. People admire you, depend on you, respect you, but they stop seeing you as fragile. And once people stop imagining your pain, your suffering becomes invisible. Batman represents that perfectly. So Bruce makes a decision that defines his entire existence. He sacrifices his own identity to preserve hope for everyone else. He allows Gotham to hate him. That scene matters because it reveals the core tragedy of Batman. The more he saves people, the less human he becomes. And that's what happens to many people in real life too. At first, responsibility feels noble. You help people because you care. And then slowly, people begin expecting your strength. You become the reliable one, the stable one, the mature one, the person who handles everything. And without noticing, your emotional needs start feeling inconvenient. So instead of asking for help, you suppress things. Instead of breaking down, you isolate. Instead of resting, you keep moving. Because strong people often believe their value comes from endurance. Batman believes this completely. That's why he never truly heals. He survives. There's a difference. Most people think Batman's greatest enemy is the Joker. It isn't. It's the belief that he alone must carry Gotham forever. That belief destroys him more than any villain ever could, because eventually responsibility becomes addiction. Not addiction to helping people, addiction to being needed, and that changes a person psychologically. You stop knowing how to exist without pressure. Silence feels uncomfortable. Rest feels undeserved. Peace feels unnatural. That's why Bruce Wayne constantly returns to the cave, even when his body is broken, even when his mind is exhausted, because Batman is no longer just something he does. It's the way, it's the only version for himself he believes matters. And honestly, that's the part people relate relate to the most. Not the gadgets, not the fights, not the suit. The exhaustion, the feeling that your entire worth is tied to how much pain you can tolerate for other people. A lot of people live exactly like Batman. They become emotional shock absorbers for everyone around them. They carry conversations, fix problems, stay calm during chaos, hold families together, and eventually they realize something horrifying. Nobody checks on the strong person because everyone assumes they're fine. That's the curse of competence. The better you become at surviving, the less people notice your suffering. And over time, the mask hardens. Not the Batman mask, the emotional one. The smile, the composure, the I'm okay, until eventually even you stop knowing where the performance ends. But there's a hidden cost to becoming everyone's protector. You stop believing you deserve protection too. And maybe that's the real reason Batman stays alone. Not because nobody cares about him, but because he cannot imagine burdening someone else with his pain. So he carries it alone, year after year, until the mission consumes the man entirely. But Batman also reveals something dangerous. If your entire identity is built around being needed, then eventually, without meaning to, you begin sacrificing your humanity to maintain that role. And no person survives that forever, not even Bruce Wayne, because strength without vulnerability becomes isolation. Responsibility without limits becomes self-destruction. And eventually, every person must answer the same question Batman never could. Who are you when there is nobody left to save?